Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody, guys. Let's take a look again in the gold market. So previously in previous two sessions we have taken a look at different assets, particularly in currencies, because on the gold market, as you can see, the price action stands really very tight. So gold spends time in tight range. So as soon as the breakout of our pennant pattern has happened in the opposite direction to the downside, so now this was the signal that probably chance on the pullback still exists, and the retracement that we have talked about as soon as market has hit this resistance area first, now it seems has started. So because appearing of the pennant pattern here suggests a further upward continuation. As soon as this hasn't happened, it means that probably deeper retracement should happen, and that actually is absolutely normal reaction, because on the weekly chart we have significant resistance, and it was more surprising the immediate upward continuation rather than the bit deeper retracement on the daily chart. And here is two levels that market potentially could hit. This is first level is 1273, next is 1260 confidence support. It's daily oversold as well. So on this week we mostly will be watching for this area, as since it stands just close to the market. But since market shows, actually, you can see, very tight consolidation, even closer targets we will keep an eye on in the today and tomorrow sessions. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we have mostly the same picture as we have talked about already, but with the one difference. So actually, if you remember, we suggest that here around 1275, 1273 area will be the trap by the market, because as you can see here we have the agreement support area right below these lows. And it really very high chances that break-even traders who will take the stop orders for entry on the short position here could be trapped in opposite direction, because as soon as market will hit this support, I suggest that very high probability of the wash and rinse of these lows and fast return right back up could happen. That's our major trading setup in the short term on the gold market. Initially, we thought that market will hit this OP target earlier with this downward action, but as you can see, as market has hit these lows, it turns to the upside pullback. At the same time, inside of this range, market wasn't able to move in the second part, in the upper half of this consolidation. Take a look and just retest these previous lows. This is actually was the consolidation right below the top. As market dropped out of it, now it retested it, wasn't able to return back in this upper half of this rectangle and turns down again. It means that within a few hours, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, we could get the butterfly pattern. Initially we thought that maybe butterfly will be formed here, but as a result you can see market starts to form a bit larger pattern. But the target mostly stands very close and the same. It's 127 extension, so 1274, 1618 stands 1270 even. So what target will be hit, it depends on the amount of the stop orders that have been placed below these lows. If there are not too much orders, the market probably will hit 1274, 1273, could show the wash and rinse and return it back up. If lots of stop orders have been placed here, market could hit the 1270. It's also possible. But as you can see, mostly the scenario that we have suggested stands the same. When I saw this pullback first, it really was not very encouraging, because that's what really important is the existence of the OP target that has not been hit. And the market stands any upward rally without the reaching of the major target, it always looks suspicious. And you can see currently market showing the downward action. So let's keep an eye on what will happen, because overall setup is not really very obvious, and maybe not every trader see this. What really could happen on the market, all these market mechanics behind this construction of the existence of the extension and lows, how they could impact on each other, visual impact of this. And I think that's really a thrilling setup, and it really could work very interestingly. So when the market will hit this target, be watching for washing rid of these lows, and that could become the setup for scalp long trade around this 1273 fib support area.